Welcome to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. There's new leadership within the City of Cleveland Safety Forces with the swearing in of the new police chief and the new interim chief director of public safety. First, Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb swore in former police chief Wayne Drummond as the new interim safety director.
And that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of interim director, Department of Public Safety, to the City of Cleveland, State of Ohio, during my continuance in said office. Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
You, sir.
Interim Chief Safety Director Drummond said he is ready to take on this new challenge.
I appreciate the confidence and faith that he has in me for this particular role, but it's important for me to this is really important. I want to thank God. Being a police officer for 35 years was one of the main things in my life. It didn't define who I was or am. It's just a part of me.
Mayor Bibb then administered the oath of office to Dorothy Todd, making her the new police chief and the second woman to ever hold that position in the city of Cleveland.
And that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of Chief of Police, Division of Police, Department of Public Safety, to the City of Cleveland, State of Ohio, during my continuance in said office. Congratulations, Chief.
In her remarks, Chief Todd thanked everyone for their support, including former police chief Drummond.
I thank all of our officers and command staff for the support, and I truly look forward to this role and hope that I can bring your confidence in me as a leader so that we can make great changes and make sure that the city continues to be safe for all the men and women who live here. Chief Director Drummond, thank you for your guidance along the years, and I appreciate the opportunities you've given me that have made me become where I am today.
Everyone at TV20 would like to congratulate Chief Dorothy Todd and Interim Safety Director Wayne Drummond and wish them the best in their new roles. Now celebrating its 10th year, Accelerate provides an opportunity for ordinary Cleveland residents to pitch their ideas with the chance to secure funding for their projects. Mayor Justin Bibb provided opening remarks for this year's competition, and TV20 was present to witness the entire event.
When you look at all the challenges that we see in Cleveland and across the country, from the racial divide to the lack of peace in our world, to the lack of hope that we see still in many of our neighborhoods, I believe in what my parents told me as a child, that change certainly comes from the bottom up, not the top down. And all of you in this room are a part of that special equation to make sure that the American dream is real once and for all in our great city. So kudos to you for stepping up, for giving us your ideas, but also believing that you can make a difference, because it won't be just City Hall that helps to make that difference. It'll be the special contributions you give us every single day.
Over the past 10 years since its inception, Accelerate has witnessed over 250 pitches presented to thousands of audience members, while awarding tens of thousands of dollars in seed money. Throughout this journey, it has been the dedication of countless Cleveland residents and organizations that has ensured its success time and time again.
It gives us a chance to open up a venue for all folks in our community to have ideas. No idea is too big, too small, not important, whatever, and it's great. But more importantly, it's about networking, collaboration, partnerships, meeting people, and having a resource to take your idea to fruition. And a lot of things comes from this, really good ideas, good things, good people. It's just amazing to watch the progression over 10 years now. It's hard to believe.
10 years, it was a brainchild of Mary Ann Crosley and her team 10 years ago, and it grew very quickly to where now it's one of the more popular events with great ideas in Cleveland. It's a great networking opportunity for folks as well. And if you look back at the 10 years of ideas and presentations, whether winners or not, there's still a fantastic impact in the community from the program.
Pitch categories for Accelerate are divided into 5 groups: arts and culture, education, health and well-being, social change, and thriving neighborhoods, each sponsored by different entities. Panels of community leaders judge the category competition pitches and select one pitch from each category to advance to the final round. From there, the 6 finalists pitch their ideas to the audience members, who then vote to determine the $5,000 winner. The 5 runners-up each receive $2,000.
We've been through 1 round so far, so I saw 5 different presentations in the Thriving Neighborhoods category. I won't tell you my favorite, that wouldn't be fair, but we're about to head into another round of presentations before selecting the finalists.
Even for those who may not advance to the final round or aren't presenting at all, Accelerate serves as an incredible networking opportunity for like-minded individuals who are driving change in their communities. Last year's Accelerate winner, Anisha Grady, is a testament to the transformative impact of this event.
So my pitch was centered around increasing the presence of minority mental health providers in the community by bridging the time gap between bachelor's level licensure and clinical licensure, so that we can fill the need within the mental health community. So Seeking Supervision is a web-based app marketplace just for that. I was able to meet with individuals, sit at tables with community stakeholders to share my vision, to go forth and try to seek out funding. And being a new organization, sometimes it's hard to kind of to get that. And so the Accelerate program allowed me to be able to forge those relationships. And from there, I was able to raise over $60,000 to get my app going. And so things have been definitely moving forward rather quickly. So steady as she goes, the vision has always been to start off with mental health, but it's going to expand. So this is just the first layer. But she is steady as she goes, and I want to be able to make sure the foundation is stable, so that as we scale and grow, that Seeking Supervision will be a national name as opposed to just local.
I spoke with Trisha Chavez, a competitor in this year's Accelerate, and asked her about her process of creating her pitch and her vision for her future business idea.
The aha moment was when I was writing for Destination Cleveland, and the format there in a portion of their content with the guidebooks is that it caters to the individuals that advertise with the tourism board. And I actually noticed that one of my favorite restaurants no longer was part of the next version of the guide that I wrote, and it kind of made me feel a little bit sad to see that somebody I felt was so worthy of recognition was no longer there. And it was just by virtue of the actual format of how the advertising is done with that particular guide. And it made me think there's an opportunity here for people that don't necessarily have the revenue to advertise, or maybe even immigrant people that don't even have the notion that that's a possibility, to get a little bit more attention based on the merits of their actual production and the experience at their restaurants.
All finalists gave it their best, but in the end, Laura Balliot and her pitch for Cool School Comics emerged as the final winner and recipient of the grand prize for Accelerate 2024. She hopes her comics will help students further engage with their learning in Cleveland and beyond.
It's hard to believe right now, because this is such a deep part of who I am and what I'm driven to do. Like, creating these comics I know it works, and it's wonderful to see that people believe in it as much as I believe in it. I saw them, like, their jaws dropped, and my jaws dropped, because they were engaged and they were reading, and I knew I had found something that spoke to them, and they were actually learning the content. So it never stopped after that. Well, I want to turn my website into a subscription model, and I have no idea how to design that, and so I need to hire someone to help me do that, and that way I can market this to districts and they can give it to their teachers with unlimited access. And I would of course pilot that in CMSD and Lakewood, my 2 schools that I've taught in, the districts I've taught in.
A big congratulations to all the winners of this year's Accelerate. Stay tuned for our coverage of next year's competition. To learn more, or if you're interested in participating next year, visit the Cleveland Leadership Center's website at cleveleads.org/accelerate. In celebration of Black History Month this past February, Ward 4 Councilwoman Deborah Gray hosted a legacy dinner. The event honored and awarded longstanding members of the Mount Pleasant community for their invaluable contributions to both their neighborhoods and the city of Cleveland. TV20's Alex McTurna was on hand to cover the event.
To learn about your community and what these honorees have done and how they moving forward is going to compare with the development in Ward 4 and how we need to understand how we need to move forward, because huge development is coming across the entire Ward 4, and this is going to show our past to our present to our future.
At the Legacy Dinner, attendees were privileged to hear from representatives of various Cleveland legends, spanning from historic baseball player Luke Easter to the pioneers behind the first Black-owned recording company in the city, Bodie Recording Company.
He was still a favorite in the ballparks. He is known in Buffalo and in Rochester, New York during the 60s as revitalizing baseball. The attendance was down, but once fans found out that he was going to be at the park, the attendance just swelled and the parks were sold out. So he is considered a very community-minded man. My father is known for staying to sign the last autograph. If he got invited to go somewhere, Little Leaguers baseball, to go to the hospital to visit kids, speak on behalf of the baseball team or speak on behalf of the Cleveland team, that Cleveland Baseball Federation, he would go.
Nobody knew that my mom and dad recorded Ike and Tina Turner, Hall & Oates, the OJs, Aretha Franklin, okay, the Kinks, you know, a whole bunch of people that you listen to their music. That when his dad came by, we would talk and they would promote these things on what can we do next to build up our community. And they made a difference. All these people are trailblazers. Everybody that's here is a trailblazer. And we have to understand where we're going. But we can't stop right now.
A key highlight of every speaker during the event was the recounting of struggles faced by those they represented during tumultuous times in American history, and the inspiring stories of perseverance that emerged from these challenges.
It was Larry Doby in 1947 who received an invitation on the 4th of July by Bill Veeck to be signed with the Cleveland Indians. This opportunity is something, yes, that we celebrate, but it brings us to that poem once again. It wasn't always celebrations. And somehow we look at the legacy of Larry Doby, who could still keep a smile on his face when he was told by Bill Veeck that even though the umpires may call an unjust call, that even though there are individuals from the stands who will throw things at you, that even though there are members of our own team who will call you the N-word, that even though people from the crowds will spit on you, we have the honor of having someone like Larry Doby teach us how to move forward.
For TV20, this is Alex Picturna.
Thanks, Alex. You can find the full Mount Pleasant Legacy Dinner on TV20's official YouTube page, TV20 Cleveland. The City of Cleveland is hiring for summer recreation jobs with a job fair on Saturday, March 16th at the Michael Zone Rec Center from noon until 3. The city has job openings for a variety of summer jobs. Please make sure to bring your ID along with your social security card or birth certificate, and you can interview with a Cleveland HR rep. For more information, call Latashia at 216-664-2325. Art, fire, music, fun. These 4 words encapsulate the yearly Britewinter Festival held right here in the heart of Cleveland. Let's hear from TV20's Harold Porter for the full story.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, we're down in the flats for Britewinter Fest, and you know what? It's never too cold to throw a party in Cleveland. Across 15 vibrant years in 3 dynamic locations and welcoming tens of thousands of guests, Britewinter has remained a festival deeply intertwined with the community. With hundreds of bands and artists gracing the stages and weathering temperatures from a chilly 8 to a balmy 69 degrees, it's a celebration forged by and for the people.
We're here today on the west bank of the Flats, and we have 3 outdoor stages with 30 bands, and it's fun for the whole family. A couple of college students just came up with this idea way back when, and now we're 15 years strong and really having a blast. We have a whole slew of genres here, so there's fun for everybody. Anything from rock and roll, indie, hip hop a little bit, and some jazzy funk. We have 7 food trucks here, all local. Really wonderful things to eat and see and do, and there's hot cocoa and s'mores for everyone.
Adding to the musical lineup, games and activities fill the grounds of Britewinter, along with the space to show off a little ingenuity from Cleveland's creative minds.
So this is one of the coolest things that we have here at Britewinter. The engineers from Ingenuity Fest put this thing together. It's a Polaroid, right? It's a Polaroid, right? And so what people can do is they can step up to it, hit the red button, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 counts down, and then the people then get the picture and come over, and the thing develops like a Polaroid picture does.
Really? It comes out really big?
It comes out really big on this TV screen, and then all of these photos are going to be on Britewinter after the festival, so people can go back in and see all of the pictures that were taken.
With more than 30 unique performances throughout the day, there wasn't a moment of boredom to be had. But don't just take my word for it. Attendees and performers of Britewinter were thrilled to spend the day listening to local talent.
This is our 3rd year in a row coming. It's the best thing to do in February.
What a beautiful sunny day, and anywhere I can bring my dogs, I'm there.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is as good as it gets in Cleveland in February.
We're layered up, we're ready for the cold today, but we're ready for the music, you know?
I am so excited. I've been trying to do this for a couple years now. We're finally here. We got to be in a tent. We're warm-ish. And I'm more than happy to be here. I'm excited.
Okay, Britewinter Fest was a blast. Lots of good food, lots of great music, art, and lots of games. A whole lot to do. But we just found out where they're keeping warm at. And this is where we're going to stay. I'm Errol Porter, reporter for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. To secure tickets for next year's Britewinter or to support future Britewinter events, visit Britewinter.com. TV20 made its way back to Cleveland City Hall for the annual Black History Month Homecoming event. Let's hear from Alex McTurner for the full story.
As a part of the ongoing Black History Month celebration, Homecoming served as an occasion for the city of Cleveland to recognize and celebrate its dedicated employees and entrepreneurs.
So today we're in City Hall Rotunda. We are having one of our events for Black History Month that our committee has put on. It's called the Homecoming, so we're all celebrating everything about being Black, being wonderful, and just being excellent. Homecoming generally is associated with like when we go to school and college. What we usually do is we always have a celebratory moment for celebrating all things great. We have Rhodes High School here with us, and we're just enjoying good times, great vendors, Black owned, throughout the city of Cleveland.
The halls were adorned with vendors showcasing their handmade crafts and wares.
So for the vendors, what we like to do is we like to give everybody that fair chance of exposure. So this is an opportunity to bring them out and expose their good products so that they can become welcome in our big, great city.
For one vendor, Wilder Hudson of Zay and Sam Bath Bombs, the warm welcome at City Hall was truly appreciated.
We're very excited to be here. All the vendors came out today, handmade crafts, jewelry, bath bombs, sugar scrubs, and getting together and just being able to be together for Black History Month and sharing our talent at this day at City Hall. Usually when vendors come out, there's no music. I mean, we had music, we had the band, we had food, we're down here jamming. So it was very awesome. People were coming up buying stuff, and we really appreciate that people were coming out for Black History Month to support the vendors.
But no homecoming would be complete without a drumline, and the James Ford Rhodes High School drumline didn't disappoint. They took center stage in the rotunda, delivering an electrifying live performance.
amazing for everybody to have like their first little experience, first year experience actually. And for us to just perform in City Hall is a huge great opportunity for everyone, because not a lot of people have been actually inside of City Hall before. So it's actually a really great opportunity for everybody to just experience being in City Hall and performing for everybody for the Black History Month.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thank you, Alex. Now get ready to roll up those sleeves, because the Cleveland Tattoo Arts Festival, hosted by Villain Arts, has returned for its 9th year. Let's hear from TV20's Errol Porter for more on the Inkcation.
Thanks, Dan. I'm excited today. We're here at the Cleveland Tattoo Arts Festival here at the Huntington Convention Center, and let's just see if I can get out of here without adding some more ink to myself. With dozens of artists joining from across the country and right here from Cleveland, over the 3-day event, there was no shortage of styles or sizes available for those looking to add a new piece to their body.
So we actually have a traveling tattoo company with about 20 artists. They come from, like I said, LA, Orange County, Dallas, Florida, all around. We bring everyone that has their own little niche. We have traditional, we have realism, we have black and white, we have color. Every artist that you can imagine we have here, so something for everyone.
I do this full time, man. I have my regular clients I operate with in Louisville, Kentucky, and then I have 24 shows planned this year.
I'm right here east side of Cleveland. Shop right here in Cleveland Heights, about 15 minutes from here. Come see.
For those without room to spare or not quite ready for their first tattoo, plenty of live entertainment was on hand to enjoy.
We have entertainment all weekend, including from America's Got Talent and Ripley's Believe It or Not, the Captain and Maybelle Sideshow. We brought in a Ringling Brothers performer, James Maltman.
My career, 30 years with Ringling Brothers and circuses all around the world. But this is one of my favorite things that I do, the Villain Arts Festival. It's like being back in Ringling Brothers, because I'm in a different city every weekend, and it's so much fun, and people here are incredible. And that's why I've been doing it for the past 3 years. It's wonderful.
We have the Dead Man's Carnival, which is traditional sideshow, live suspension, burlesque, and much more. And plenty of stuff for the kids to do as well.
For those receiving a tattoo, their reasons can range from unique memorials to simply seeking a creative outlet. And for those giving the tattoos, it's the joy of playing such a personal role in that process that makes it all worthwhile.
Oh man, we're just out here doing the tattoos, living it up, living the dream, man, out here drawing on people and trying to inspire a little love and hope and all of the good things in those I encounter and interact with.
I think we have more heavily tattooed people per capita than anywhere else on the planet. Americans love tattoos, and we're happy to give it back and love Cleveland with us.
I'm doing a memorial piece or something that's really significant, something that's helping deal with some pain or whatever, like a suffering or a loss. That's something that really touches me as an artist, that I'm able to bring that smile to the client's face, make their day better, because everybody's going through something in life.
All right, there you have it. I'm with Tony right now from Freestyle Mania Studio. He's going to do a little work on me right now. I know they said no weenies allowed, but I guess I'm the biggest one of all, because I'm getting ready to drop a tear. I don't need you to see this. I'm Errol Porter, reporting for the City of Cleveland TV20, and we are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. For more information on the Villain Arts Tattoo Festival and to secure your tickets for the next event in Cleveland, you can visit villainarts.com. Until then, I think I'll just stick to temporaries. Finally, there's a really cool book club that meets at the Loganberry Book Store, and it's all about connecting people from different backgrounds together to learn from one another. Here's TV20 reporter Errol Porter with the story.
Hey everybody, I'm Errol Porter, and today we are reporting from the Loganberry Book Store, where the Rebel Readers Book Club are showcasing another one of their great and talented African-American authors. The bookstore, located on Larchmont Boulevard, is in a building that used to be a car showroom in the 1920s. It's home to over 150,000 new and used books for sale. Dahlia Fisher, co-founder of Rebel Readers Book Club, explains the club's origins.
Rebel Readers is a book club that we started to bring people together from different communities. Felicia and I are two women from two different backgrounds, and our friendship and our bond, we would talk about things that were about our relationships, our religions, our culturalism, and we thought, why wouldn't other people want to have these kinds of conversations with us? Everything the media says is that we shouldn't be friends. She's a Muslim African-American woman, I'm a Jewish white woman, but in reality, we have more in common than we have that's not common, and we're able to have conversations about what's different about us, and we're curious about each other. It doesn't make us enemies, it makes us friends.
Felicia Haney, co-founder of the Rebel Readers Book Club, spoke to me about the local author who stopped by to discuss his book.
We've got author, poet, CMSD teacher Cortez Harris here talking about his book, We Made It to School Alive, which is a collection of poetry. He wrote the book in 2020. And I believe the following year he won Poet of the Year. So the book has actually gone out of print. So he's working on reprinting it, but we've got a few select copies. People get a chance to get their book signed. We've got a discussion going on.
Every chair was full for today's book club event as people from all races, religions, and backgrounds listened to author Cortez Harris discuss how he made his book of poetry in his collection called We Made It to School Alive.
Thank you for joining us here at Loganberry Book Store, where the Rebel Readers Book Club is in motion, and it's all about love and unity here today, and we'll continue to cover Black History Month for the rest of the month. I'm Earl Porter, reporter for TV20. We are Cleveland. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks again, Errol. For more information on the Rebel Readers Book Club, visit loganberrybooks.com. You can watch TV20 wherever you go by hitting up our live stream on our website at tv20cleveland.com. We are constantly uploading new content to our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. You can also connect with TV20 Cleveland on your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.